Abby's working. Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh.
What a noisy bunch they are.
Did we sing the first time?
Here we go!
That's right. We are celebrating.
Thank you very much. It's my birthday. It's also my dad's birthday. I spoke to my dad this morning. He says thank you to all of you.
Oh, that's right. We are celebrating so much tonight. Simon's birthday, Simon's dad's birthday, this premiere, and also over 4 decades of Duran Duran. But we're here for the premiere tonight of this special documentary, and I really can't wait for everyone to see it because you're going to love it. But what was the impetus for this film, guys?
Well, we were coming to, well, that's a weird echo, isn't it? Echo. We were coming to LA and we wanted to do something special to launch the Future Past album. We hadn't played a live show in a while. It's a first post-pandemic show. And we were trying to think of something to do that would be a bit more interesting. We started off thinking the back of a flatbed truck. We were going to drive up Sunset, but then we were running into all kinds of problems with fire marshals and, you know.
There's 2 Nick Rhodeses, there's you.
There were only
back there as well.
Yeah, there's 2 of you as well, by the way.
Oh, okay, so
We're even. Anyway, we ended up on this rooftop filming it, and we didn't even know we were going to make it into a movie, but it turned out okay.
How many of you actually made that show on the rooftop? Now, you didn't know you were making a movie either, did you? No, I think as well, the fact that none of us knew that it was going to be turned into a film really kind of made it very spontaneous. So when you look at it, you don't see a bunch of people who kind of obsessed about what they're going to wear or what the backdrop is and what it's going to be. It's kind of a moment, a pure moment filmed.
What's really cool about the beginning of the film is that it really transports you to a moment in time, the early 80s. Specifically, this pivotal moment, the tipping point, about 1981, which was your first American tour. And on that tour, it brings you to Los Angeles, where you played the Roxy 2 nights. And if things...
2 shows in one
Oh,
day.
2 shows, that's right. Two
He
shows.
still hasn't
in one
gotten
day.
over that. 2 shows in one night.
I've still got a resentment about that.
I think we should have got paid a bit more, actually.
Actually,
Can
what
I
John
just say
always
hi to
said
my fans at
is
the
that
top
both
there?
shows were the same, but actually we played all the same songs, but the second show, for some reason, was a lot shorter.
What happened there?
You know why? Because we played everything a lot faster. Do you know why? Because Roger took a whole load of cocaine in between the 2 shows.
So is that when your love affair with Los Angeles began? Was it that double show at the Roxy, the quick one?
It's such a cool time though, come to LA then, because we've been playing on K-Rock.
Thank you, K-Rock.
And we were saying earlier that we've not had that much critical acclaim in the UK when we got here. We got to LA and we thought, cool, we played on the radio, it was sunny, palm trees, it was an incredible time. Very exciting.
And the planets were sort of aligned at that time because it was also the launch of MTV and the second British invasion. And Duran Duran really led the charge. And, It was your videos. You guys were video pioneers. In fact, my earliest memory of MTV is seeing Rio and Hungry Like the Wolf on MTV. And you know, it's been said MTV helped make Duran Duran, but Duran Duran also helped make MTV. You know, it was such a beautiful relationship.
When the guys that were running the MTV endeavor, shall we say, when they were looking for a pilot to show investors the success that they were having, they used Duran Duran as the model. They would show, you know, graphs and charts, and they say, listen, this is what this artist is selling in the cities where MTV can be seen, and this is what's happening in the cities where MTV is not being seen. So we really were, yes, exactly. We took off in all the places where you could see MTV, and we're still working on some of the places where MTV cannot be seen. But no, it was very good for us. I mean, we were talking earlier about, we had all done our homework about the music business, and when we came into this thing as kids, you know, we felt like we knew how to make it, you know, and we knew what we wanted our records to look like and sound like, but we had no idea about video. We'd never really thought about videos, had we? Until,
No, it was an accident. What actually happened is that Planet Earth, the first single, had taken off in Australia, and they said, you have to come and tour. We said, well, we can't, because we're actually going to be in the UK and America. They said, well, then we have to make a video, because they want to see what you look like. So we all went to... Exactly, we went to St. John's Wood in London and to a little studio with Russell Mulcahy, the director, who really knew what he was doing. And then that's the day we learned about videos.
I remember it like it was yesterday when we were watching back that glass shot where they painted and showed you jumping off the edge of the world, and we were like, wow. Can we do another one? The girls.
I didn't take that long.
Who did we have dancing? It was Gay John and somebody else. Was it Martin Degfield?
No, it was another guy from the Rum Runner.
The first video, we were just talking about, the dancers were from the Rum Runner, completely authentic.
But it was after those videos, you guys shortly became a household name. You know, I think I had folders from school with your pictures on it. You know, it was Duran Duran mania. Were you prepared for this moment?
I think it was when we moved on to the more cinematic videos that really broke us in America. Because we used to come do like little club tours, and we couldn't get arrested, as we were saying before. The cinematic videos were the ones that really did it for us.
I think in answer.
So it was a shock. It was a shock to be honest with you.
Yeah, we weren't prepared for anything like that at all. It was a complete surprise.
And then let's not forget the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That was another big moment. What was that feeling of that accomplishment?
It was fun, actually. The guy that gave it to us from the record label had only just joined about 2 weeks earlier from memory, and he gave us this award as if he'd been there for our entire career. Oh, that's Hollywood.
Yeah. How perfect. No, but tonight it's not all about nostalgia. You guys have had the most prolific past year. Can we discuss some of the highlights from the last year? You released your 5th studio album, Future Past, of course.
Love it.
You sold out your North American tour, which included playing Madison Square Garden and 3 sold-out nights at the Hollywood Bowl. Those were on different nights, by the way.
I have
Those
a
were not the
question.
same
Sorry,
day.
I have a question for the audience. Is there anybody out there who came on 3 nights? Not as many as I thought. That's good news.
But did any of you think to bring an umbrella on the
You, Oh. You performed at the Queen's Jubilee at Buckingham Palace, as well as the Commonwealth Games. You just played Jimmy Kimmel and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction of next year.
You didn't mention Hyde Park, did you? Is Hyde Park on there?
Oh, and Hyde Park. I forgot about that.
Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Any one of those would be a huge achievement. You know, how does it feel to still have such a powerful impact today after all these years?
Well, it's been an amazing year for us, actually. Obviously, the pandemic was very difficult for everybody. Being locked inside was no fun. And then I think once that ended, or started to end, everybody was ready to come out and have some fun again. And it was great for us to be back on stage, and amazing to have the audience come back to. That's what this film's about, really. That was the first one. It was in May this year. Yeah, May.
What's next? I feel like you guys are just getting started for this next era.
We're going to take a little break now, just over Christmas. What? Release reportage.
It's possible. But it's a little work, but it's possible.
We're going to be touring again next year. Nothing is confirmed yet, but we will be coming back to the Los Angeles area. We wouldn't want to miss that. And we're going to be in Europe. We're going to be in the UK.
We're going to come back and do all the cities that we didn't do in the US.
But more importantly, before that, the most delightful day of the year, October the 31st. We shall be playing the Halloween show in Las Vegas.
I know it's your favorite holiday. Will you be dressing up as something specific? Anything you can kind of tease for this year's Halloween
We're
celebration?
still waiting to find out.
No, we have to wait until the 31st.
I tried.
It definitely won't be Santa Claus. I was really quite cross about him. I was going to Halloween stores, and it was only about the 20th of October, and Santa Claus is everywhere. All the fabulous creatures were gone.
It won't be Santa Claus, and it won't be an M&M.
And sadly, I will not be a jellyfish. Sadly.
We're going to be watching the film shortly, but what do you hope fans take away from the film? How they feel after they watch it?
Oh, I don't know. Let's hope they enjoy it.
No, the film. I think Simon made an interesting point to say that, we didn't, when we were making this film, we really didn't know we were making a film. We document a lot of what we do, and it generally just goes into the archive and nobody ever sees it. But, we were documenting this event, and was coming to LA to do this event, which was essentially a showcase to launch the American tour. And the fact that we didn't know we were making the movie, I think you get an authenticity that you wouldn't be getting if we knew we were making a film.
And of course, it's made by our great friend Gavin Elder, that's been around since the reunion. Yeah. So we've really learned to trust him. So he kind of snuck up on us with his film, and he didn't really tell us that he was making a movie, which I think has really worked for it, because it's very real.
And then, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that going through some of the documentary footage from LA was fun too, because we sort of have relationships with cities. We visited them many times over the last 4 decades, and particularly cities like LA, New York, London, obviously, where a lot of us live. You get to know the places, the people, the environment, and it's quite interesting going through and seeing all the different things we have done in LA over those years, some of which are featured in the documentary at the beginning.
And the performance itself, it's just this beautiful, surreal moment of seeing the Capitol Records building, seeing the Hollywood sign. It's just sort of this culmination of your long-standing relationship with Los Angeles was that standing there on that rooftop for this performance. And you have never performed before on a rooftop, right?
Well, again, we kind of had to be talked into it. The initial idea was to get on a truck by the Roxy and drive along Sunset, sort of the same kind of time.
Right.
And then it started getting problematic. There was a point where there was a slope, and we were like, how are we going to keep the drums on the... and then, we weren't getting permission.
Will the singer be able to
was tricky.
stay on the flatbed at all? Can he sing lying down?
So then then somebody says, well...
Will the keyboard player's attention be taken by all the billboards he passes?
Well, of course, as well, it was made towards the end of the pandemic, so nobody wanted to be squashed inside a venue, so we were looking for somewhere really people would be comfortable gathering, so we thought the rooftop would be perfect.
It was the perfect choice.
Yeah, it's the perfect
And you are
place.
right, because the time of day was extraordinary.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you feel that when you play outdoors. You just go on at a particular time as the sun is coming down. The fact that the Hollywood sign was right behind us, Capitol Records building, you know, kind of cool, kind of cool.
It was the perfect spot, and you guys are about to see that. But before we see the film, we are going to take a couple of fan questions. Okay, we have to.
How about this lady? Oh, no. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Definitely.
love from Cleveland. Oh, it's wonderful.
I want to tell you
Yesterday, weren't you? We named my bass. Yeah.
You have some great flair right there. Are there any Duran Duran pins?
I
Yes.
tell you what I'm telling you about.
You need a microphone?
When we first went.
Oh yes, you madam in the floral dress. Do you have a question?
No, I'm going to tell you about
You want to give him the microphone?
So we stayed in this hotel. It's called Swingo's Hotel. It was kind of, it felt like you stayed in a brothel. All the bedrooms had mirrors on the ceiling. And beside the bed, we didn't know what they were. There was this like stalk with a coin slot boxing. And you had no idea what it is. And I remember sitting on the bed thinking, what the fuck is this? And finding a quarter in my back pocket and sticking it in the slot. And then jumps off the bed because the whole thing started vibrating. It was a bed vibrator.
Sure, it's the bed. Well, think yourself lucky because Andy Taylor's room didn't have a roof. Collapsed. So I think this lady is going to ask a question on it.
Yeah, question.
Well, I think you've just made her life.
Aw.
Good for you. That's really fun. So my question for you, I'm from the UK. I actually first saw you in London in 1981 at Hammersmith Odeon. A little bit closer, thank you. So I first saw you in 1981 at the Hammersmith Odeon. Funnily enough, my husband actually went to school with you, John. There you go.
What's
Way
his
back.
name?
That's amazing.
I know. Spooky. But his name, he actually, I don't think you'd know him, but there you go. So, because you were cool.
What's his
Trust me,
name?
I was
His
not.
name is Chris Bowers.
Chris Bowers!
You are such a hand.
You know him?
Pencil case.
Yeah, Chris.
And he actually told me your nickname was Tigger.
Tigger.
All right, enough of you.
Let's not go on to nicknames.
Oh dear, I've just lost a friend.
Wait, do you have a question?
I think we've had the question.
My question for you, having heard about the wonderful places that you performed in so many parts of the world, and you brought so much joy to so many people, but here in the US, what is your favourite venue that you've ever played, and what made it special for you? Oh, people have their own ideas. What are your ideas?
Okay, so I've got a favourite. and it is Red Rocks.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why it's so amazing. It's because you go there and you look at it, it looks like some ancient alien spacefaring race had just dumped their spaceship there 1,000,000 years ago, and we turned it into a music video.
Okay. Oh, you want more venues? Wow. Okay. Well, Madison Square Gardens,
Yeah.
Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
The Chase Center, San Francisco. Dickies Arena. With a name like that, you can't go wrong.
I think Hyde Park for me, I think. Back to Hyde Park again. Yeah, that was a big one for me, I think. And it's great because it was this year.
Great state of Illinois.
All right, we're going to ask another question. Yes, you right there. You got a microphone? Perfect.
The name's LeBon, Char LeBon. And what I have to ask you guys is, we have all seen your impeccable style. Where do you get your super cool t-shirts? Because we want to be able to dress our dad like that.
You go online.
It's hilarious.
And you type in www.punkmasters, all one word,
She's in the house. Patty, take a bow. Patty, take a bow.
Patty, this is Patty. Patty is the designer of, well, this for sure. And, yeah. There you go.
I also have a
So Dad's gonna look super cool now.
Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Okay, the two of you are very excited in the back.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm Rio, and this is my mom, Celia. My mom's been a fan for many decades, and I have been a fan since I was in the womb, and I'm now 25. And my question is, with all the superstar and music icon biopics that are coming out, have you ever given any thought to who you'd want to play you in a movie?
That's a great question.
I've had that one a few times.
Harry Styles.
The question was, who would you want to play you in
John,
a
Harry
Duran
Styles.
Duran movie?
Harry Styles!
Wow, that's a tricky one.
That was my
I'm
answer.
very happy with Kate Blanchett.
Mic drop. I'm sorry, that's the best
Harry
one.
Styles.
I quite fancy Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. No, I should.
You'd have to lose some weight though.
He's French, you know.
I have no clue. Any ideas? Thank you.
We actually have been approached several times about biopic things, and we're up for it one day, but it would have to be a bit different than the ones that are out there.
I mean, the Marvel Universe are always onto us.
Obviously.
You know, doing a Fantastic Four reboot. But you know, who wants to be the guy with the long legs? Not me.
Okay, let's take time for one or two more. Let's go from this side.
Yes.
Okay.
Didn't you ask a question in Ibiza?
Is it on? Yep. Oh, yeah. We've been a fan. We're 50. We just turned 50 this year.
Babies in my
I
eyes.
just want to know one question. What inspired you to write the song?
Can't remember the name of the song.
You're on your own song.
Whatever it is.
Is that the,
I smell
Harder
that.
like a wolf.
We were like,
What inspired you to write that song?
Oh wow! Well, Nick and I we were working at the EMI demo studio in central London, and Nick and I took a taxi from where we stayed. And something came on the radio. I said, we need to write something like that. I can't even remember what it was. And we got to the studio, and I'd completely forgotten what it was. And Nick just started hitting the chords, some chords, and I said, yes, yeah, that's the sort of thing. And we just took it from there, didn't we?
see how chaotic we are?
I love that you can't even remember what the song was.
No, I
that
can't
defined.
remember. It wasn't important. It was just, it was the idea that, you get out of the car and you want to write something.
That's awesome.
And that was after a very late night too.
And people, I get a little sort of upset when people call it hungry like A.
Oh, that's his bar.
I mean,
Achilles heel.
there's a reason why it's called hungry like the wolf, because when you call it hungry like the wolf, what's the question? Which wolf? See? What are you thinking? Which wolf? The wolf.
All right, I think, right, the two of you there waving hats.
The hat wavers.
Hats.
Okay, hi. My name's Calliope. Hi, John. I want to know what is your guys' least favorite album you've done?
aw, that's not
Red
fair
Carpet
because
Massacre, underrated as fuck.
thank you.
This is dangerous territory.
So the question is your least favorite Duran Duran album?
It's a horrible feeling that if I come out of the theatre and I've named an album that I don't like, it's going to be waiting there with a big knife.
Well, I think when
Pop
we
trash.
What you're talking about.
Club on.
I think when we did Sergeant Pepper's, it didn't seem at the time, but when we did the White Album and everything.
I think if I was being honest, I'd probably say So Red the Rose. Just kidding, just
Sour grey.
Okay, let's, right here.
Power station.
Right here.
Oh man.
My 13-year-old self is dying right now. Thank you so much for 4 decades of fantastic music.
Yes.
I'm getting married in a few weeks, and I'm walking.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's the first time, and it's going to be great.
Congratulations.
I'm walking down the aisle to Tiger Tiger. It's one of my favorites. I can't pick a favorite. Anyway, I want to know what keeps you motivated and inspired to write.
I think each other. I think the fact that we're a team and that we're always at each
Fabulous
other.
team.
You know, I think that's we're each other's greatest gift. I think if
Aw,
we weren't in a band like this,
that's John.
I'm not sure how many of us would still be making music today. You know, I think the fact that we have to get it up and get it together to be a part of this team. Stop this. Filthy minded person.
Yeah,
I think there's such great music
collective
lovers.
curiosity.
Oh, God.
Still great music lovers. We didn't kind of pull down the shutters in 19.